Okay, let's do it. I did it on the other one and it worked. Aha. Hello, can people put in the comments if they can hear me, please? Yay, that's brilliant. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm a few minutes behind, few seconds, sorry, behind you. But hopefully that won't interfere too much. But hi, I'm really excited to be here. It's been great that we've actually got to this stage. And thank you so much, everybody who's helped us to get to this stage, helped our colouring community. So as you can see that what I've covered here, well, written at the top there, is that, so I'm getting feedback in my ear as well, so people bear with me. Hopefully it'll be all better next time. So as you can see down my right hand side, that I've made a list of the things that we should have covered during the module 1. So it's about it's getting to know your pens, in terms of the nibs, the way to use them, the holding your pen, how to stamp, using the best cards to use to stamp on, cleaning your pens and refilling your pens. I'm looking to make some short videos of that because I know people have asked for that. The other thing is that we're going to concentrate on some of the things that is covered in the videos that Mel does for module 1. But because of the time, I'm going to be concentrating on half. So when we come to there, I'll show you which half. So what the skills that's also covered in there is creating a palette for you. Don't know what I've written there, but palette. So a seamless blend, how to do the flick technique, how to create shapes as well. So in terms of so that it curves, so that you get some curve, so it's not flat, so you get some curvature and some how to use how to use shades, so how to use shade in order to help to make these shades. So, and grounding your image, because last thing we want is our image to look like it's floating. So what's wonderful is that Mel has shown us as well how to ground our images. So just to help, I thought it'd be nice for us to go through all of that. And please, in the comments, please make in the comment any tips that you have that you use. Remember, it's about colouring together, sharing, all that good stuff. So I'm going to get going. Oh, 1 minute. Sorry. One thing is that above is the sort of bracket that I'm giving for us to go through module 1. because we want to move on through the modules as much as possible together. So it's a sort of a guideline, really. If we can finish by then, great. Or if we need a bit more, then also fine. But we'll make that decision together. It's not so much me, but us together. So let's move into this bit. Right. I hope you can see. Right. This is the type of palette that I'm sure hopefully you saw that Mel did in her videos, where she made a sample of each one of the colors and then underneath it wrote the number of the color, because if you remember, she was also mentioning that the number on the pens don't match the color that is on the pens. So it's helpful if you print out the charts that comes with the course to mark them all up. If you look in the guides, they're in there. Let me know if you can't find them and I'll help you find them. So whilst we're here together, it's good if you've got this. I'll try my best to say which pens I'm using, but it's here. So what we're going to be looking at is the top half, the red part. So let me just move that to the side. So that's number 12, 15 and 241. So let me know. And I'm just going to try and zoom out a little bit because I think I'm a little bit too close. Okay. Welcome to my mess. So as I said, we're going to go together through half. So I was thinking this half. Let's go through this half. And there is no rush. If we don't finish this half and you come back to me and say, you know what, it'd be really good for us to finish the other half together as well, we'll do it. But I thought it'd be nice to just go through one half. So at least if you've got any questions or anything like that, you can mention it to me. Just want to throw out some hellos. I've got some hellos here. So I'm quite chuffed about being able to do this. It's taken me a little while to work out how to get people's messages on the screen, but I think it's absolutely fantastic that we can do that. So as I'm going along, I will be sort of clicking on questions and so if, so hopefully I can put up any questions to put up there so that we can all together, because if I can't answer it, I'm sure that our colouring community can come together to answer it. Again, put it in the comments because unfortunately we can't hear each other. So let's start off with, as I said, we're going to do this half together. Has anybody got anything that they want to share first about how they're getting on with this before we get going? I'm going to carry on. As I said, it's a little bit behind, but hopefully I can catch up with some of your comments as we're going along. And as I said, I can actually put it up on the screen, which is really fantastic, and we can go through it together. So what I'm using now is the first red, which is, let's see if I can get it for you, 12. Okay. So I hope if you want me to zoom in more, please let me know, or if I've zoomed out too much, please let me know as well. I think this is the closest I can get anyway, but let's see. So if you remember, the thing about this nib that's brilliant is that you don't need to use too much weight on it. You don't need to press on it hard. All you need to do is a little touch and it colours. So if you want to just try it, here, you can see little dots and it's doing it. Don't be afraid, just do it, because we're going to colour over it. So as you see, what I'm trying to just keep myself in there so you can see. And what I tend to is I try to do straight lines where I can, or curved lines where I can, because I personally find that easier. Some people might say, oh no, I'm good to go with the circular, and go, fine. But for me, I found it useful to go this way, to go really lightly around, like that, and then I would do this. Is anybody the same as me? I get hold of the pen and for some reason I start off really light and then I'm gripping it and I have no idea why I'm gripping it. If anybody's got any ideas about how to not go that way, or it's okay, then please let me know. And I tend to just grip it for some reason. And the other thing is, if you remember, Mel was talking, sorry, Mel, I've got a wonderful cousin called Mel, and she's beautiful. And I keep getting the two, so please forgive me, Mel. So, so the other thing I was going to mention was that Mel did mention in her videos was to hold it down. Yeah. So I'm hearing the feedback. So, right. So, yes. So somebody else has a thank you. At least it's not just me. So the thing was to hold it further down as much as possible to the edge, because it gives you more control. And I agree. I find I've got more control when I'm holding it this far down. If you hold it up here, well, I find the same thing as well. You can see I'm shaking. I mean, what I tend to do is to rest my elbow and my arm down as much as possible anyway, to give myself control. I don't know if people want to try putting a pillow maybe, or something soft under their arm if they find the table too hard. Maybe that as well might help. So let's continue. Just make sure you can see what I'm doing. Is anybody colouring along as well? Because it'd be lovely if everybody's doing this together, because that's what we're supposed to be doing this evening. So that'd be fantastic. You can see I'm just gently, as much as, but just little bits like, and again, don't worry if you go into those bits. Try not to, as we've been told by our teacher, try not to, but as best as possible to go around those bits. The other thing I wanted to add whilst we're doing this is that I'm doing it as a volunteer. I'm just like everybody out there. I started this a year ago, just over a year ago. I finished in March of this year, and that's how long I've been practicing it. So don't base your don't beat yourself about it. That's what I've learned. Just be happy about where you are, acknowledge where you are on your journey, and just practice. You know, if you think you need to go over something again, go over. If you really don't like it after you've left it, just try, just do another one. The other thing is that once I was doing it for the first time, I was so worried about it just drying on me, so I can't go over. And don't worry, just keep going. Just keep going. That's what I've learned. Let it go. Just relax. And you see, look, I'm doing it as well. You're colouring along. All right, hun, that's fantastic. Thank you. Anybody else colouring along? Because it'd be lovely. And remember, we can move colour out of the way as well. So we want to make it as neat as possible, of course, but it's not the end of the world. We can move it, okay? So I'm going very slowly, no rush. It's nice to hear. Yep, there's a few you as well. Hello, Beverly. What are you saying as well? Ah, yes. Brilliant. Anybody else got any tips? Because that's another thing that we were told to do, isn't it? It's to make sure that we've got another card or underneath. I'll show you what I've got actually. I've got black paper, just normal black paper, and underneath that, I don't know if you can see, I've got a card, sort of board card that you would use for one stroke painting if anybody else is doing it. Oops, can you see? I have to remember to move it down into the camera. Naughty me. So the same, can you see I'm doing the same thing, not changing? But that's the other thing, you know, if you have to turn it on its side, you know, turn it on its side if you find it easier. It's your colouring. You know. And oh, doesn't this just lower your blood pressure? It's wonderful. Just, oh, it's wonderful. I do love this. You have as well, Beverly. That's fantastic. That's really good. Anybody else using something else? Or the same? Are you using the same as us? I've got a glass mat underneath, actually, Beverly. That's where I'm sort of leaning on. All of this is on top of there. Right, just making sure everybody can see. Have I gone quiet? It does this to you, doesn't it? It just makes you want to be quiet. I'm surprised there's not many people in our home saying, you know what, you need to do some colouring just to get some peace and quiet. And the other thing, please let me know if having my image in this area is off-putting. I will turn it off. But if it's fine, then great. I'll believe it. Don't worry, I won't take it personally. It's about everybody. How is it the way that I've got it as well? Here, the zoom. Is it too close? Is it okay? Would you prefer if I tried my hand in a different angle? I'll try my best with that. But if you feel that it'd be good if I did X or Y, you know, even if you don't think of it now, you know, please just message me on Facebook, or just put it down in the comments, or even on, you know, wherever you feel comfortable, but better in the comments of this video, or message me privately. That would be great. Because as I said, it's about all of us getting something, you know, from it. Jackie, that's me too. There is no more kitchen table in our house. It's now called my craft table. Literally. Okay, do you want me to? I'll try that. Okay, Zena, let me know if you want it a little bit in or a little, just let me know. And then everybody together can, you know, as I said, let me know. It's about all of us, yeah? Just want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. So Zena, please let me know if this is okay, or you want me to move a bit more. Thank you, Zena. Brilliant. Anybody got a hot coffee or tea or something of them? I did. I finished it. I just wanted it. Finished it too quickly. See? Okay, we're nearly halfway through on this. And you can see I'm not worrying about it drying. It caused me headache and being so scared at the beginning of doing it, because I was, oh, I don't want it to dry, I don't want it to dry, it won't blend. And I know Mel said this, that it, don't worry, but I was worrying. So don't worry. So what I'm going to do now is, this is the light color. And then I see the mid color, which we're going to use, which is 15. See the mid color as the color of what you're doing, you know, your main color to be of whatever your object is. And then the 12 that we used would become the lighter part of what you want. And then the other color, let me try and get that in. The darker one, the 241, would be the darker side of the color that you want. So we're just moving, just thinking that way. So anytime we're thinking about, we have challenges, monthly challenges, where we say 3 pens, to use 3 pens. So what we are saying is to pick the color that you want your image to be, or that part of the image to be. And then think, okay, what tone do I want lighter, or what tone do I want later and darker? Not to worry, Martin. We'll see you soon. See you when you can make it. No worries, Martin. Ah, thank you. So, right. I've gone chatting again, haven't I? So 15. This is the one that we're on now, number 15. Okay, so as I was saying, think about the lighter color. I know that we've started with the lighter color, but think of the darker, the mid color that we're about to use as the color that we want to use. We want the top of the mushroom to look like. So the thing I find is that I color so far in that I lose, I sort of make it too far in, and then I'm just in a whole muddle. So what I found is do the same thing like what we were doing before to get going. See, I'm doing that. So then, oops, should be 4. I filled up it. So what I tend to do is I tend to look at going only a little way in, because I find if I go too far, it just puts me in a I just think, I've done it too far. So I tend to do it that way and then bring it. The more I work it, I bring it forward. So I don't know if that would help anyone as well, but that's how I. See, I'm still doing the same thing as we did before. Let's make sure we're in the, putting it around. We're just doing lines where we can. You think it might help instead of, you know, doing the circles. Maybe you can do a few lines just to get close. Remember again, I've gone over a little bit. Got a few more hellos. Hello, nice to see everybody. I'm so excited. I was a bit nervous. I'm not going to say I wasn't nervous. I was nervous doing this, but then I was just so excited that we're coming together to do this. I wasn't nervous anymore. So thank you, family, for making me feel happy about doing this as well. And I'm looking forward to us doing a lot more. Can you see? Okay, so can you see that I know I've gone quiet a bit, but you can see we work together. Yeah, doing exactly the same. But I'm not coming too far out yet because I'm still thinking about, I know I want the lighter area to be in this part, but I'm not too quite sure whereabouts yet. So I'm going to keep going. So that's the other thing I found. I end up putting the light bit that I really, really want somewhere else. Not the end of the world, but see, I'm sort of doing it. I'm going to turn it around again. Hopefully this will help. Am I going at a... Ah, thank you, Beverly. Am I going at an okay speed for everybody? Because I actually do it this slow. Or this speed is not really slow. This is just the way I like to colour. So I'm all relaxed and feeling good. So there we go. Oh, one day I'll learn how to use that thing. There we go. Can everybody see? Just it might be because of the lighting. I've got bright lights. I've got one here and one over there. Because if I don't have them, it'd be very dark. So that's probably why. If you're seeing slightly different shades, that's probably the case. As long as you're using the number color that we're using, then it's fine. It's correct. We'll share it anyway. Our work, how far we've got so far, because I will share this as well. So we'll see how. And also, if you think about it, if you took a picture, if it was different camera, different way settings, it would look different as well. So what I'm saying is, don't worry that it doesn't look like mine. As long as you're using the right number for what we're doing here, then it's fine. Don't worry about it. Ah, thank you, Zena. That's really good feedback. Thank you. And so I like to make sure that everybody is keeping up, because it's about us colouring together. Like I said, if all we do is this bit or the other bit in an hour, that's what we've done. You know, that's where I'm coming from anyway. And I hope everybody is okay with that. You can see I'm going back and just having a little look. I'm not going to get too hung up on it, but just a little bit. But again, you know that if you see gaps in between, just go in and do a little dot. A little dot here if you think you've missed some. I miss some quite a lot sometimes, so you will see. I'm sure I'm going to miss some. So, oh, sorry. My hands are feeling quite weak today. Right, so where we're going on to now, I hope everybody's ready, is that we're going on to the darker color now to create our edging. So the 2, 4, 1. So before I start it, you remember in the video we were shown about or how to make our image not look flat, is to give it a bit of curve, a bit of 3D look. So as well as doing what we've done here with the shades, the light and the mid, we're going to use the 2-for-1 to create an even darker area, to even give more of the look and feel that it's got that curve. So I had to do this again. I did it too thick, I did it too thin, and I had to find a way of doing it. So I'm just going to show you how I got round it. And if any of you said, oh look, I did this and it worked for me, please share. But I'll show you how I don't always get it, but it's the way I start and see how I go and then revisit. Because remember, you can always go back on things. The other thing, sorry, before I turn it that way, on the video, it shows us to go that way around. And remember, Mel always says, sorry, I did it again, Mel, sorry, my dear. Mel always said to us to make sure that we go in the way that we feel comfortable in. So my way of comfortable is actually the other way. So for me, going this way helps. Can you see? So I'm just slightly, and don't feel that you have to put the pen down and then, you know, and keep. What I tend to do is I start the process of doing it, and then my pen will touch the paper. That's the way I get round it, because otherwise I panic. I panic about it not getting on there and then being big and all sorts. But the way I find it to start, a good place to start in, is to literally do it in the air until. Has anybody found that method a bit better? Or have you got your own method, as I was asking? And again, oh, you can go back on all of this. This is not set in stone. Once you've put it down, doesn't mean that's it. The wonderful thing about these pens is that we can move it, you know, to where we need it to be. We can add as well. So let's keep going. See, I'm turning it as I'm going around. And I'm going around. Yeah. And the other thing is, I don't worry about going up these bits yet, because I find myself when I do it, one, usually I don't like it, or I feel I've gone up or made it too dark, or it's not quite right. So I continue. I don't do those bits. I keep going. So I keep going along here. Can you see? Just want to make sure everybody can see. Yeah. So I keep. I'm just looking. So I said, if you prefer to go the other way, or you prefer to go in from the middle and go the other way, go for it. It's whatever you feel is comfortable to get to do what you want it to look like. Okay. So that's the edging. So this is where, oh, almost forgot. So when we're, as I said, I go around the edge, and then what I do is, and I have a look at these, and I think, right, where do I want extra sort of shading to create the curve include these. So I would think, okay, there's a little gap there. Can you see? There's a little gap there. I think, right, I'm going to put that maybe a little bit there. And also the shape, because it's not just doing a straight. You might want to do a little triangle or right angle sort of a look. Yeah. And remember, you can go back and add it, or you can take it away if you think, oh no. There. Yeah, and I'm going to do the same around here. I'm going to have a little look to see that I might put a little bit there, not much. A little bit like that. Remember, it goes in there. We'll take it out later. So I'm going to put a little bit, because I'm seeing that I can possibly put a little bit there, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. I'm going to leave it there. So the other thing that I would look at is, are there bits around here that I feel that I want to curve? Possibly, but I think for now, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go back to our mid. So with the mid one, I'm going back to number 15. And remember, this is the darker one, the mid one. The color that we want our toad part, the top of the mushroom, sorry, top of the mushroom to be. So the idea is to make this dark area blend. Remember, this is where we're doing the blending part of the course. So usually this is where I sort of turn, twist, so do what you need to do. So this is where we do the flick technique. And just make sure I'm in the middle. So where the flick technique is, the other thing is the same way. And remember that Mel was saying that, oh, Mel, don't know what, you can beat me up later, Mel. So it's the tick. It's just like a tick, like you were ticking a well done. You've passed. But I found to think of, put your pen down like this and then flick. And again, do the same thing as what I was doing before, was to keep my pen down until I feel it's touching and then it's moving. So what you're doing is you're pulling the colour away. So again, let me show you a different way, from a different angle. So what we want to do is to pull this colour down, the darker colour, so that it blends into our mid colour, number 15. So again, no rush. Just pull the colour down in a tick flicking motion. But remember, just keep doing it until you see your pen touching it. Because I find by doing that, okay. Yes. You know, it's fun though. It is fun. Either way. I agree with you. So what, like I was saying, just take your time. Don't feel like you've got to, just little by little. Okay, you'll see it. Yeah, don't worry about it drying, because as I said, don't worry about it drying. Really, you can see that it's waking it up. Yeah, starting to wake it up. Can you see that? I'm going back over these bits. See, I'm pulling that, and I'm still here. I'm still pulling this area. And now I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to keep going. You may want to come back. I may want to go back and think, oh, no, let's redo that bit, or let's make that a bit cleaner. The best way to think about doing this as well, especially when I haven't got the patience to do that. I thought I didn't have the patience, but I thought, you know, the best way of building the patience, because what it is, it's not having patience. It's amount of, oh, I've done this. I want to see how the whole thing looks. What I found is that you concentrate on one bit. You think, I want to make it look lovely. I want to make it look nice. That's how I do. It helps. Yeah, so don't want to rush that because I want it to look lovely. Does anybody else have any ways of anything that they do? See you later, Zena. No worries. Yeah. So try that. Has anybody else got any tips that they use in order to, you know, to take their time, or do you just have the knack of it? I don't. I have to say, oh, I want it to look nice. Can you see where I'm seeing that we're only going to have time to do this? That's fine. I'll put some other time in for us to do more. I'm not going to rush it so that we complete this. It's just no point. We want to colour together, and it's supposed to be a fun time, so I'm not going to force us to do this bit within the time. So yeah, I do it as well, Trisha. We all have done that, but hey, if it looks the way you want it to look, it's not overdone, is it? It's where you want it. But that's the thing. Are we really overdoing it? It probably feels to us that we're going back and forth. But Trisha, let us know if once you've done that, is it because you need to go back over and over and then you find that it works? That now you found, you know, not work, but they've found the way that you like it. Just let us know. Yeah, I agree with you, Jackie. That's exactly, you know, just need to finish it. And then you might find that it looks all right. That bit that you didn't like actually looks okay. Because as Mel says, let it do its thing. So sometimes you just have to let it do its thing, and then we continue. So you can see I'm still working on this bit. I'm not rushing. You see, oops. Sorry, folks, that went out. Yeah. I can see that I don't have enough there, and I think I'd want some more. So this is the beauty of the dark. So I'm thinking, oh, I want to add a little bit more of the dark. So not too much. I'm just going to, again, there. Remember, I'm holding the pen up and then gently bringing it down until it gets to the paper. That's, or the card. That's what I found helps me anyway. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It does cover. So, I don't know what you mean. It's supposed to look like that. I never saw anything. No. So we keep going like this. Okay, can you see? I think I like that now. I think I've got the... And again, look around here. Is that all right? Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's keep going round. Yeah. Just making sure everybody can see. See, I'm just very slowly trying to pull the dark colour into our mid, the main colour that we want the top of the mushroom to be. And to dot, that's another thing we can do some dots and then pull. Oops, take my time. There. Let's keep going. Little dots, and then I find sometimes it wakes it up on the edge. Don't know if anybody does anything else. Oh dear. It sounded like me though. Just sounds like the thing I would do. Okay. How are we doing with this? Okay. So again, let me turn this round. So now, what we want to do before, well, we got about 10 minutes left. We'll see how we get on. So I said, I'm not going to rush it. I'll do another session where we do some of this. So we'll just finish this off, and then we'll stop. We'll stop there. So the other bit that, let's make sure I've got the right one, which is number 15. Yeah, using number 15. Then what I'm going to do, oh, people, I forgot to press record. I am really, really sorry. I can't believe I forgot to press record. I'm being honest now. I'm being very honest. I forgot to press record. The simple things I told you. All of that, I'm very sorry. I will organize myself. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. What I will do, so I'm just looking at it. What I will do is I'll make a note and I will do another one of these session with this and record it. So if anybody wants to join in again here, who's done it, oh, I can't believe I forgot to press it. And then you can join in. So I just came in a little bit there. Sorry, I just, silly girl. So what I'm picking up now is number 12. And what I'm going to do now is to look at merging or blending the 15 into the 12. So as you can see, I'm just going to the edge. You can see that. Going to the edge of where the two, you see that, and smoothing those bits together. Again, just put your, don't think you have to go down straight away. Just lift it and bring it down in a circle until you get there. That's so then you don't have to worry about pressing too hard, because you're already going in nice and slowly until you see the colour touching, and then you know you can stop. That's what I found helped. Then again. The other thing I found useful, if I thought, oh, it's still not blending properly, is that I would take the same 12, or the colour that I want it to blend into, and flick it. That's another, again, that's the same thing that we have learnt from the videos, doing it here, and to do the same thing here. So remember, you can do a combination of circles. Don't like it, flick it. Like so. And remember, just go over that bit until you think, oh, I want to keep going. Keep going. There is no rush. You just keep going. And on this side too, you just keep going. You see, it's starting. You see, it's starting to come together. So I'm circling around here with the number 12. I've got number 12, and I'm trying to blend it into the number 15, and I'm still seeing it's quite harsh, those edges. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to turn it so it's comfortable for me and flick it. And if I feel it's still not comfortable, I move it to where I feel it's comfortable, and I flick. For the flick, I don't always do it on top like this. Sometimes I may use it as if I was holding a pen, and I would slide it down. Thank you. You know, I would slide it down so that it was like a pen, and flick it like that. Can you see? Just slightly, not too much. Again, if you're not sure, come down like this until you feel it touching the card. I think I need another coffee. I love my coffee too much. Black coffee. Is anybody else a black coffee drinker? Or you're sort of looking at me in dismay. Black coffee? I have friends who do that to me, so don't worry. Oh, can you see? It's sort of coming together now. And the other thing that I do like to do, especially where the lighter areas are, is to give it some shadow. So you don't have to do this if you don't, you think, oh no, it's too far. I'm quite happy with what I've got. It's just an option. So what I'll do is use the mid color, because I'm in the lighter area, so I'd use the mid color. For us is number 15, and I would do this. Just again, remember, in the air, and bring it down. And I'll do the same here. And again, up to you. you can decide which side of the holes, I don't know what else to call them, the holes, to fill in, you know, to give a shade to. So I'm only doing a few just to give you an example. You can already see there's a little bit of a lift, so that's what it does, sort of gives it a lift. I wouldn't do it all the way around, because personally I feel as if it just doesn't look right. You try it all the way around if you want to, and you might think, oh, actually I like it. Go for it. It's your colouring. Yeah, so I'm going back to number 12, which is our light one, and we're nearly finishing off now. I'm just giving you this last bit about how to make the shade. Can you see? Just gently, it's nothing, you know, sticking out, it's just mildly there. Yep. And when you blend it softly, because remember, it will remove the colour. Colour on colour will move it. It's very much, I move out the way I need to be here, not you. So just remember that the colour that you're going to put down is going to say to the other colour, move. It's me. And then you'll see the colour in your hand there. So that's it. Dead on 7:30, everybody. Just before we finish off, personally, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. It's just been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic to be with you. And all your kind thoughts, all the things that you've come up with. Continue to do so. Let me just change so I'm back here. So please, you know, continue to do so. Continue to, because I'm also looking for, as I said in the beginning, and I said in the comments in the group, that yes, I'll be creating some short videos, but I'm very happy to hear from yourselves if you've got any ideas of, one, what you'd like to see, or two, actually, if you want to do one yourself. You know, let's work on it together. You know, it's not just about me, remember. So thank you. Is there anything now that you want to say, bring to my attention, or it'd be nice if next time, because as I said, we will do this, the last of it. Let me just swing back to the other screen. We will do this. I'll set up another session so that we'll do this. I mean, if you want to, how about finishing off the rest of this and posting it? See how you're getting on. Don't worry about all of this. Just post what you've done here. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to finish off here and I'm going to post as well. Okay. Right. So for now, thank you. Everyone, have a fantastic evening and thank you for your time. Bye-bye.